You see, there's a stark contrast between being a bike rider and a bike expert. Take me, for instance. I can ride a bike, I can do whatever this is. Oh my gosh. Oh, there we go. Now, there are some bike experts out there like Luke Bradshaw who not only know the ins and outs of one of these great machines, but prove that you don't even have to be an engineer to learn them. So what exactly is the main difference between a bike rider and a bike expert? It's all about getting your hands dirty.
For years, many boats have pushed into the Tempe Town Lake and steered around its waves, but now, Sailing Club at ASU is pushing for more women in the club. It's steering for a brighter future.
What an honor this event has been for all the inductees, getting to see old friends, reliving old memories, but nothing beats actually getting inducted into the ASU Athletics Hall of Fame.
Today is Tuesday, April 21st, 2026, and tonight, the Arizona State Winds Band performs its final performance of the 2026 season right here at ASU Gamage in the heart of Tempe, Arizona. In fact, the group just finished wrapping up its final rehearsal before the event tonight. Can you still hear it?
Make sure you don't move to the very end. Can we look at measure 17, please?
For me, what we do is really important because it gives students the tools that they need to realize their own dream and magnify that through their own unique talents to kind of blend and forge a new path forward.
Here you get a really special blend of people who are like me, who are not performance majors, and some of the best trumpet players I've ever seen. Getting to see everyone kind of reach that limit of possibility and getting to reach their full potential is really inspiring for me.
Anyone know what this one's about?
I'm studying to be a teacher, a music teacher, so that is definitely something I want to share with our community and our youth moving forward.
The woman was so bad, the husband begged the devil to take her to hell. They went to hell and they couldn't stand her, they sent her back.
Students get to see their faculty, mentors doing the things that the students hope to do at some point in their career. So being able to have a world-famous saxophonist, Christopher Creviston, perform with our ensemble, with his students backing him up, is something that is a full circle moment for me.
In Tempe, Andrew Montana, Cronkite News.
The number 8 ASU Sun Devils hosted the number 21 BYU Cougars Friday night, where Arizona State won in 4 sets. And despite the match being in Tempe, the BYU crowd gave ASU's a run for its money. But on the court, BYU put up an incredible fight despite the loss. Having lost the first set by 8 points, ASU found itself in a position of vulnerability early on against the best serving team in the Big 12. Although the Cougars led in points, kills, aces, assists, and digs, the Sun Devils came through in the clutch to secure the last 3 sets. These two nationally recognized offenses went head-to-head all night long as BYU's Sully Davis and ASU's Bailey Miller popped off for 20 kills apiece.
First of all, we have weapons everywhere. Like, when I look to my left and I see Bailey and I look to my right, I see Noelle, I'm like, I would hate to block us right now. And I see that, like, Bailey has a wide open net. It makes me smile before she even hits the ball because I just know what's going to happen.
And with hitters that demanded so much defensive attention, Colby Neal found herself open in the middle time and time again as she tallied 8 kills on the night.
Additionally, Arizona State's backline of defense was a key factor in securing this victory, highlighted by the efforts of sophomore libero Faith Frame. She had a team-high 17 digs on the night, many of which led to high-quality looks for the front line of this Arizona State offense.
Yeah, Faith really worked hard on a few things we've asked her to do defensively, and I think she's really finding her groove right now, which is nice as we head towards the end of the season, and she was really good tonight. It was really nice. She had some key digs.
Frame needed confirmation of 20 bell rings after the match, because you start to lose track at some point, right? The Sun Devils' next match is against conference and in-state rival University of Arizona at home on Thursday. For Cronkite Sports, I'm Andrew Montana.
What separates good wakeboarders from the great ones isn't the waves they make, rather the noise. And in late March, Arizona State's very own Wake Devils hosted some of the loudest wakeboarders in the country as they traveled to the Bartlett Flat shoreline to compete in the 2026 Cactus Classic. And as competitive as the event was, for a while it was just that, an event. Ideally, team captain Nick Hoskins could spend the time building up to the Cactus Classic to practice. That was not the case.
It's a lot of e-board meetings. We do a lot of talking. We got to get here early, find a big enough campsite for everyone. As you can tell, it's huge.
Speaking with the e-board is one thing, but it's up to club president Logan Greger to breathe life into the outcomes of the group's meetings.
I have dozens of spreadsheets, but thousands of lines of code behind them, watching all of our finances and logistics and stuff to keep track of this. So there's quite a bit of work that goes into it.
The ins and outs for the Cactus Classic were as rough as water trailing a boat. Too great a task to manage without some kind of assistance.
Yeah, it's a lot of work setting up. We couldn't do it without our sponsors. So I mean, we get a lot of help. It's a lot of work, but it's definitely worth it.
Organizing an event this big with so many moving parts is one thing, but once you feel the pull of the rope and your board hit the water, it's time to hold on for dear life.
So while you're trailing the boat's waves, the judge aboard is scoring you with a system that ranks each criterion on a scale of 1 to 10.
Scoring wise, how that stuff works is it's the trick you do basically, and then how well you do it. So you get points for the complexity of the trick, and on top of that, how you execute that trick. So style points is basically how I would say it.
Scoring-wise, Hoskins and Greger did great, winning 2nd and 3rd place respectively in their events. And after the two Wake Devils received their awards, the day faded to night with the sun setting over the western cliffs. The shoreline's light went from rays to bulbs, concluding a long day on the water. But in the words of the Wake Devils, same time next year. In Phoenix, Andrew Montana, Cronkite Sports.